Dolphins fans? Welcome into Dolphins Today Live. I'm your boy, Willie Fins. Got a fun show ahead. Got my boy Jeremy Chuggs producing. We're going to talk to him in a second. But first, I want you guys to go down and shout out your city right now. I want to know, where are you watching from? Go down, shout out your city. I know my guy John Ruiz over there in Florida. Zach Attack is in the chat. Adam Sanchez saying Albuquerque, New Mexico is Dolphins country. You love to see it. John Ruiz in Hialeah, Florida. Timothy Jones in Inglewood, California. Rolo's in Hollywood, Florida. Man, I've been to Hollywood Beach a couple times. It's a good time, Rolo. Bill Lyon in Syracuse, New York. Bill, I was at Tully's last Friday night, man. It was good to be back in the 315. Joe Cantu, Austin, Texas. Love to see it. I'm in Dallas, my man. Fins Nation's in Walkertown, North Carolina. Man, let me tell you, North Carolina is Dolphins country, no question about it, even though they got the Carolina Panthers over there who suck. Ben is in Daytona Beach, Florida. Christopher's in Kansas City. Chris is in New Zealand. We got Zach in Florida. Omar's in Boynton Beach, Florida, the home of Lamar Jackson. John Ruiz is in Miami. Jason is in Wisconsin. Chase is in Arkansas. Shout out Trace Gerard. Stanky Farts is in Spring, Texas. We got Alex in Salem, Oregon. We got Alan in the chat saying fins up. John Ruiz in the chat saying Lucina to Miami. Shout out your city, Chucks. Tell the peeps where you're from.
I'm from South Houston.
H-Town!
H-Town!
H-Town, hold it down! H-Town! Oh, Houston fornication, man.
Hey, you know where it is.
That's our city. I'm going to be back in the H this weekend, pal. Well, everyone in the office giving me a hard time, but I'm going back to H-Town for a wedding. I'm looking forward to it.
Oh, yeah.
Like, you have to understand this, right? Like, I understand that, like, I'm going back for the wedding, but, like, I'm also going back to be in Houston, right? I've been in Houston since April.
And I mean, you're going to ball out.
Exactly.
You got the jacuzzi
I
suite.
got the jacuzzi suite at the La Quinta. Oh, my goodness, that's going to be a good time. Chugs, who do you got on Sunday? Obviously, a lot of injuries on the Dolphins, but do you think they pull it off?
I think they can. I think Mike McDaniel is that guy. He's able to scheme, and he's going to be able to find a way to scheme this team to a victory, even if it's Teddy or Skylar, whoever ends up playing the majority of the snaps. I think he's going to be able to scheme a win. And I think the Dolphins' defense, even though it's banged up, I know Byron Jones, a couple other guys on the defensive side, a little banged up for Miami. I still think they have enough weapons and they have enough firepower on that defensive side to get after Zach Wilson.
Yeah, I'm excited about this game, and you're right. I mean, even with the Dolphins team being banged up, I think Mike McDaniel is going to find a way. I think if you're Mike McDaniel, you don't overcomplicate things for Teddy Bridgewater. Nice and simple. Don't do anything crazy. Just get Tyreek the ball and let him go to work. I think that's what you have to do on offense, but you also got to get the run game going. I'm going with the Fins. Robin Cole, John Ruiz, Brandon. John saying the Dolphins will win 25-22. John, I'll take a win, but I hope it's not that close. BJ Ward is in the chat. He's in Delaware. Robin Cole saying Fins. Omar saying 2017. Fins up. Dolphin JK saying Fins up from Iowa. John Ruiz going with the Fins. Snowball's going with the Jets, man. He's hating.
Come on, Snowball.
Kaylee is saying, I would like to see Skylar. Kaylee, you're in the right place. We got a lot of Skylar Thompson content on this show.
Our boss.
Oh, man.
Skylar's number one fan.
Yeah, shout out Brett Scott. No relation, but Brett Scott, my boss, is a big Skylar Thompson
Will's dad
fan.
is actually our boss, Brett Scott.
No, I did not get hired for nepotism. Adam Sanchez, Fins 17-6. Michelle Walters saying Fins. Adam Sanchez saying Thompson. A lot of folks want Skylar Thompson. We'll talk about him in a second. But let's talk about Mike McDaniel right now because it's National Coaches Day. Go type Mike down in the chat. Show some love for our guy Mike McDaniel because Mike is under a lot of scrutiny right now. Chugs, in my opinion, unfair scrutiny.
Oh, I mean, he's the head coach, but he just gets down the line what's handed to him. You know, he's not the one who's like, oh, yep, Tua cleared concussion protocol.
He's not a doctor.
He just gets the word, hey, Tua's good to go Sunday.
There are literally people around, you know, in terms of football fans, that believe Mike McDaniel, like, led this big cover-up. I'm like, are you freaking serious? Like, and the Dolphins are clearly taking the protocol seriously because Ethan Carter suffered a concussion in Week 1. We're now in Week 5. Ethan Carter is still not back. So that's something to keep in mind. Omar saying Mike McDaniel. Marino saying fins up. John Ruiz. Robin Cole. We got Fabian
Brett,
Jones, Easley
will you just
Bash,
send me that tweet?
Chris, Omar, Michelle Walters, John Ruiz. Type Mike in the chat. National Coaches Day. Happy National Coaches Day to Mike McDaniel. Show our guy Mike McDaniel some looks. Tyreek at it. Okay. So the injury report's updated. So if the injury, sorry guys, this is what's great about a live show, because we're gonna have news that breaks live. So Tyreek Hill has been added to the injury report. Hey Chugs, if they updated the injury report, then we can go in and we can just update all this. Oh, it was a tweet. Okay. All right, bear with us, guys. We got a preview coming up. We got Q&A coming up. We're trying to react to this Tyreek Hill news. We don't exactly know what's going on at the moment. Producer Jeremy Chugs, our guy Nick Roloff getting it done behind the scenes. Who's your favorite Dolphins player? I want to know down in the comments, who is your favorite Dolphins player? For me, it's Tua. I think coming in, it was probably Wilk or Tyreek. But right now, it's Tua. We got the Tua special going on. Every $20 we get in Super Chats, I got to put a lay on. I got about 25 or 30 lays. So hopefully a lot of lays going on today. Darius saying Jalen Waddle. I love my guy Jalen, man, for sure. It looks like on the website that he has not been added to the injury report has not been updated. Okay. Grant, Rolo, David. Yeah, we'll start news and rumors with that. Adam Sanchez. Appreciate you in the chat. Snowball, David D, John Ruiz, Omar, Robin Cole, Grant Byard, Rolo. Who's your favorite Dolphins player? Let me know down in the comments section. Okay, we do have the injury report for Thursday, Chugs. I'm going to DM this to you on Twitter. If we could update the graphic. Shoot. Live TV, Chugs. Fins up saying Holland. Chris saying Waddle. How about this? Slack Nick and have him update the graphic and move the graphics in before we get into the preview here. Waddle has been upgraded from did not participant to limited. Everything else is the same. That's the only one we have to change. And we just have to add Ahmed and Tyreek in. So the last graphic on that was a list 3. Just make it a list 5 with Ahmed and Tyreek added to limited, if that works. Thanks, Chugs. You're the man. Shout out Jeremy Chugs, producer Jeremy Chugs, getting it done. The Dolphins, I love the Dolphins, but they have screwed me with when they're releasing these injury reports, because the other day, I think it was about maybe a week or two ago at this point, but I want to get you guys an update injury report. And I normally leave the office around 6:30 or 7. I waited all day. I finally put out a video at like 6. And then at 8 o'clock, they finally post the injury report. Dante saying Waddle. Omar saying, my favorite player of all time is Jason Taylor. John Ruiz got a couple favorites. Dan Marino, Ricky Williams, Bob Greasy, Larry Zonka. I love my guy Larry Zonka, man. I mean, I'm a Dolphins fan. I went to Syracuse, so Larry Zonka might be my favorite ever. Dolphin JK saying Ingram. Miami Hulk Finn saying Skylar Thompson. We got Mike watching from California. Thanks for tuning in, Mike. We got viewers from all over the world that tune in every week. We appreciate you guys. Back. He is limited. Bill Lyon. Does anyone remember Brian Cox, number 51? Shout out to Brian Cox. Homie D Clown saying Dan the Man and Larry Zonka. Michael saying... Michael is in the chat from California. Robin Cole saying Tua. Clowntown saying Tua and Kader Kohou. You know Kohou's one of my favorites, guys. Give me some credit. I was all over that since the draft. I was a big fan of Kader Kohou right when we signed him. Marvin Hodgins saying Ricky Williams. Marvin, you're a real one, man. We always appreciate you tuning in. Robin Cole's in the chat. Guys, go down. Let me know your favorite Dolphins player. By the way, like the video. Right now, we're at 36 likes, over 150 people watching. Go down, hit the thumbs up icon. Let's get to 50 likes here in the next minute or so. Hit the thumbs up icon, like the video, because the more people that like the video, the more people find our channel. We've been growing very fast. We have over 10,000 subs, I think, in the last 6 months. So it's been a lot of fun here. Appreciate all you guys helping me grow the channel here. Danny Dean. Oh, let's go. Pecco Petty, we see you in the chat. $5 super chat. We'll get to that in a second. Guys, we got our Super Chat menu going to come off the screen here in a second, but we got a lot of fun things planned for y'all today. So every $5 Super Chat we get at the end of the show, I got to hit y'all with that many Willie Fins. So if we get $500 in Super Chats today, I have to do 100 consecutive Willie Fins, 100 times. If we get to 500, if we get to 100, I got to do 20 in a row. But every $5 we get in Super Chats, at the end of the show, I got to hit y'all with consecutive Willie Fins. Every $20, another leg goes on. Normally it's $100, but we're doing the Tua special today. It's 80% off. Every $20, a leg goes on to support our guy, Tua Tagovailoa. And because Jeremy Chuggs is producing, and because he is the co-creator of the Waddle song, if we get a $20 Super Chat, every $20 Super Chat we get, we'll do the Waddle song. Every $50, we'll take some shots. We want to have some fun here on Dolphins Today. So, Petco Petty, we'll get to your Super Chat in a second. Jeremy Chuggs working behind the scenes, trying to get our show updated because we just got the Tyreek Hill news. He's been added to the injury report. The good news is he still practiced. He was limited. It wasn't like he didn't play at all. So that signals to me that he should be okay for Sunday against the Jets. Stanky Farts, I see you in the chat. Petco Petty, we appreciate it. Dolphin since 86, fins up. We appreciate you, Petco Petty. Cheers to you. So that's at least one Willie Fins I got to do after the show today. Are we good to go with that preview? All right, so here's what's coming up on today's show. So we're actually going to do news and rumors last day. We're going to move that down a little bit just because the Tua Tagovailoa investigation report could be released when we're live. So we're going to wait on that. We're going to do a Jets preview. Then we're going to get to a Q&A. Then we're going to do some news and rumors to get on the Q&A. You can start submitting your questions right now by using hashtag Dolphins or Super Chatting. If you Super Chat, that guarantees you a spot on the show. We have a lot of people watching normally. There's a lot of people asking questions. But if you Super Chat, you guarantee your spot on the show if you want to ask me a question. Even if it's a $1 Super Chat, we'll get you guys on. But appreciate you all tuning in. Now let's get in to what's up. Oh, yeah, let's do that. Guys, follow me on IG, at Willie Fins. Go follow me on IG. I just hopped on the IG at the start of the season, trying to grow the Instagram, over 400 followers now. Go and follow me on IG, at Willie Fins. We're good to get in that preview? Okay, appreciate you, Chugs. All right, let's get in to this New York Jets, Miami Dolphins matchup preview here on Dolphins Today. Dolphins fans, it's Will Scott. Welcome in to Dolphins Today. Here previewing this matchup between the Miami Dolphins and the New York Jets. Game is on Sunday, 1 o'clock Eastern Time, MetLife Stadium up in East Rutherford, New Jersey. Jets coming in 2-2. Fins coming in 3-1. The Jets somehow won against the Steelers last week. Kenny Pickett led the Steelers back. Jets were able to hang on. And then the Dolphins fell last week to the Bengals on Thursday Night Football, which was the first loss of the season for the Fins. So they come in 3-1. Jets are 2-2. I want to know, who do you got? You got the Jets or do you got the Fins? Type MIA for the Fins or type NYJ for the Jets. I understand the Dolphins are a little bit banged up, but I believe they're going to win this football game. I want to see MIA. Spam down there in the comments section. Go down. Let me know who you got. As I mentioned, the Dolphins are very much banged up. Teron Armstead dealing with a toe injury. Ethan Carter with a concussion. Keon Crossan, what Mike McDaniel called a glute shoulder injury. Xavier Howard did not participate. And by the way, this is the updated practice report getting on Thursday. So X still out with the groin. Melvin Ingram, vet rest. So Melvin Ingram's not injured. He just had vet rest. But when you take a look here at the corner position, you only have 4 healthy corners right now. Byron Jones did not return. We were hoping that he would come off the PUP list this week. He was eligible to return. However, he's still out. Then you have Xavier Howard, who has not practiced this week with a groin injury. So both of his groins are banged up, evidently. Keon Crossan also questionable for Sunday. So Nick Needham, Kader Kohou, Noah Benogany, and Justin Bethel are the only healthy corners on your football team right now. That is a little bit alarming. Guys, we're going to be live for a Fins-Jets watch party on Sunday. You do not want to miss it. We have a lot of fun here during our watch parties. Go down, subscribe to the channel, and turn on your notifications, because if you turn on your notifications, you're going to get an alert on your phone whenever we go live. It's the best way to know when we're live. Go turn on your notifications and subscribe to the channel while you're at it. Moving on here with the rest of the injury report. Robert Jones did not participate again because of a back. Tua did not participate, back, ankle, and concussion. Wearing the Lays here on Dolphins Live in honor of Tua Tagovailoa. Jalen Waddle dealing with a groin injury. He actually was upgraded to limited today, so he did not participate on Wednesday. However, on Thursday, as we're filming this, he did get upgraded to limited participants, so that's good. Jerome Baker, Brandon Jones also limited, as well as Zach Sealer with the hand. Tanner Connor with the knee injury was a full participant. I want to see Connor get more involved. Raekwon Davis, a full participant, as well as Trey Flowers. So that is the latest Dolphins injury report. We do have this that just came in, though. Tyreek Hill was added to the injury report with a quad injury. He was officially limited today. So Tyreek added to the injury report. Not great news, but at least he was limited and not out completely. So that's the one bright spot of this, I suppose, as we continue here. There's a lot of injured Dolphins. Greg Little dealing with a finger injury. He was a full participant. Hunter Long, a full participant, as well as Ced Wilson. Tyreek, limited, along with Salvon Ahmed. So that is the updated injury report. 19 Dolphins on that injury report. That is not good. I mean, look, here's my take on this. The Dolphins' injuries give the Jets a chance. I mean, if the Dolphins were fully healthy, if they had Tua Tagovailoa, I mean, this would be a blowout. I mean, it really would be. But the fact that you're on the road, going into a road game, facing a football team that comes in with some momentum after winning against Pittsburgh last week, and then you have all these injuries, the Jets have a chance. I don't think the Jets are going to win. However, they still have a chance to win this game because of the Dolphins' injury situation. Guys, go bet on the Fins, though, at chatsports.com/bet. Use promo code Dolphins125 to get a 125% deposit bonus. That means if you put $100 in, you're going to get 125 additional cash to bet with. Great deal. Go and take advantage. Chatsports.com/bet. Fins are a 3.5-point favorite. So, again, Vegas disrespecting us. Take advantage of it. The total is at 44. I mean, honestly, if Teddy Bridgewater plays well and the Dolphins' offense is clicking, the Dolphins might score 44 points. So if you feel like the Dolphins' offense is going to roll in this one, go take the Fins to cover and go take the over. Chatsports.com/bet. Promo code Dolphins125 to get that 125% deposit bonus. Let's get into my keys to victory now. Number one key to victory, take care of the football. Teddy Bridgewater. Look, Teddy just doesn't need to do anything crazy. Just protect the football. Don't turn the ball over. I think the Dolphins are going to be just fine. He did play pretty well against the Bengals. I know you all have mixed opinions on Teddy, as do I. 14 of 23, 193 yards, 1 touchdown, 1 interception for Teddy Bridgewater against Cincinnati. The interception in the fourth quarter proved to be costly. Do you have confidence in Teddy Bridgewater? Type Y for yes or type N for no down in the comment section. It is the pinned comment on today's video. So when ad break comes, go down, chime in. Do you have confidence in the new Dolphins starting quarterback, at least until Tua comes out? Number two key to victory, let the offense go to work. This kind of goes with what I just said earlier about Teddy doesn't need to do anything crazy. Teddy Bridgewater just needs to get the ball to Tyreek. I don't care if it's a slant. I don't care if it's a screen. Just needs to get the ball to Waddle on a curl route. Don't do anything crazy. Just let the offense go to work. If you're a backup quarterback like Teddy Bridgewater in this situation, you cannot force anything, right? You have the best offense in the league, arguably. Just let the offense do their thing, and the Dolphins are going to win this football game. Teddy Bridgewater does not need to be flashy at all. Number three is get the run game going. And I sound like a broken record because I say this every week, and week after week, they can't get the run game going. But when I look at Raheem Mostert and Chase Edmonds, I see the potential with them. And I think a breakout game is going to come. Mostert has 147 yards this season. Edmonds just 85 yards. Both those guys under 4 yards per carry. Meanwhile, we haven't seen anything from Myles Gaskin or Salvon Ahmed. I would love to see those guys get some carries this week. We'll see. But it's been the Mostert and Edmonds show, and unfortunately that show hasn't done much so far this season. But especially with Tua Tagovailoa out, you got to take pressure off Teddy Bridgewater and get this run game going. I want to see a Dolphin go for over 100 rushing yards this week. That might be unlikely, but I want to see it. Number four key, pressure Zach Wilson. Zach Wilson is not a very good quarterback, right? Put some pressure on him, force him to make mistakes, because last year he threw more interceptions than he did touchdowns. And in his debut, his season debut last week against Pittsburgh, again, he threw more interceptions than he did touchdowns. He only completed 50% of his passes, 252 yards, 1 touchdown, 2 picks. Somehow the Jets still won the game. They weren't playing a very good Pittsburgh team. But if you can force Wilson to make mistakes, which you have a very good defense, you should be able to do. You have a good pass rush. I want to see JP in there. I want to see some interceptions thrown by Zach Wilson, get some pressure on him, force him to make some mistakes. Guys, how many interceptions will Zach Wilson throw on Sunday? Go down in the comment section. Let me know, how many INTs is Zach Wilson going to throw? 3, 4, 5, maybe 6. We'll see. Number 5 is to start hot, because that is something the Dolphins have failed to do in their last couple of games. It feels like every single game we've seen this year, they cannot get off to a good start. They had to come from behind against Baltimore. They had to kind of come from behind against Buffalo a little bit. But you look at the first quarter woes. They've been outscored 13-24 in the first quarter this season, even though they're a 3-1 football team. They haven't scored first in their last 3 games. And even in the Patriots game, the one game they did score first, the Pats were marching down the field. They were inside the 25-yard line. Luckily, Mac Jones ended up being Mac Jones and throwing a pick in the end zone. But you got to get off to a good start in the first quarter. The defense has not played well in the first half this season. A good start, I think, is crucial, because you don't want to give the Jets momentum at home early in this football game. Let's talk about my players to watch now in this one. Number 1 is Teddy Bridgewater. How is Bridgewater going to handle coming in and being the starting quarterback? He's been a starter in the league. In fact, he has a lot more starting experience than he does, QB2 experience. Was the starter in Carolina in 2020. Was the starter last season in Denver. So Teddy has that starting experience. That's what he brings to the table. But again, I don't think he needs to be flashy. Just do your job. Don't do anything crazy. He's a backup quarterback. Tyreek Hill, number 2 player to watch. He just got added to the injury report. He's limited. I still expect him to play. But he could go off against this Jets defense. It's really not very good. And Sauce Gardner actually talked about this matchup with Tyreek. Here's what the Jets' first-round pick said. I win against guys that are fast, like Jameson Williams of Alabama. He was fast. I ain't saying he's Tyreek Hill fast, but I got certain things I like to do. So I handle guys like that. That coming from Sauce Gardner talking about Tyreek Hill. Don't mess with Tyreek Hill, man. Sauce, I know you're a first-round pick. You just entered the league. Tyreek Hill's arguably the best player on offense in the entire league, at least at the wide receiver position. Don't give Tyreek Hill bulletin board material. Before this game even started, you've made a pretty big mistake, my friend. Greg Lill's another player to watch, because he's been struggling the last 2 games. And in the first game that you replaced AJ, he actually looked decent. But get this, his PFF grade is not good. In fact, he ranks 69th out of 70 offensive tackles with a 36.6 PFF grade. He has been abysmal, at least from a PFF grade perspective. In fact, I think the PFF grade is being a little bit harsh on him. I think he's been better than that, but he still hasn't been good, and he really struggled against Cincinnati. He needs to step up this week. Jaelan Phillips, another player to watch. He recorded his first sack against the Bengals. We're still waiting for this guy to kind of have a breakout game, but at least he did record that first sack last week, got that monkey off his back. He did set the Miami rookie sack record in 2021 with 8.5 sacks. I was expecting him to have a better season this season. We haven't seen that so far, but against that Jets offensive line, maybe he can put some pressure on Zach Wilson and have a big game. Kader Kohou, man, like I said the other day, thank goodness for Kader Kohou, the undrafted rookie out of Texas A&M Commerce, Division II Texas A&M Commerce, I might add. He's been phenomenal. Top 10 cornerback by PFF and highest graded rookie defender. I'm predicting Kader Kohou to get his first career NFL interception against Zach Wilson. I'll say that again. I'm predicting this week Kader Kohou to get his first career NFL interception against Zach Wilson, the Jets. I can't wait to see it. I think Kohou gets a pick. Would you say Darth Kader, as his producer Jeremy Chug said. Guys, go down in the comment section, predict the score. What do you think the score of this game against the Jets is going to be? Go down, predict it. I want to hear you down in the comments. Guys, predict the score down in the comment section. Go down, let me know what you think. Oh, Daddy Dean said it. Oh, Larry Fultz. Love to see it, Larry Fultz. We're now $10 away from me putting another lay on. John Ruiz, turn your mic on, Chuck. John Ruiz, 30-17.
Guys, help Will get laid. We'll need some help getting laid.
Exactly. We know it's not going to happen otherwise. We know it's not going to happen otherwise.
We've all been there sometimes.
$5. So we're at $10 Super Chats now. So that means I got to give you at least 2 Willie Finns at the end. So if we get $100 in Super Chats, I got to do 20 consecutive Willie Finns at the end of the show. You don't want to miss that. Every $20, we got to do a special 80% off. A lay goes on. I got 30 lays. I want to wear them all today in honor of our guy Tua Tagovailoa.
Let's get Will laid.
Yes, every $20 Super Chat, we'll do the Waddle song for you, and every $50 we'll do some shots. Larry Fultz, we appreciate you, Larry. Let's win these next 2 games for Tua.
Let's do it.
Larry, let's do it. I want to win these games for Tua. Larry, it's interesting you say 2 games because I think he's going to come back for Sunday Night Football against Pittsburgh. I don't think he's missing that game.
Guys, just a reminder, too, you can be a real one like Pecco Petty and Larry Fultz. Super Chat or use hashtag Dolphins for the upcoming mailbag coming up next. You can start getting those questions in just like John Ruiz using hashtag Dolphins in the chat. Get those questions in for us.
Hashtag Dolphins or Super Chat. Let's go, Michael Anthony Whitley. We're going to get to that in a second, Mike. We appreciate you tuning in. $8 away from another lay. $8 away from another lay. I want to know, guys, it's National Orange Wine Day. I didn't even know orange wine's a thing. I didn't know Orange Wine Day was a thing.
You should be the number 1 orange person in the world.
That's what I'm saying. Like
You're Syracuse and Miami.
This is one of my favorite. This is one of my favorite holidays now because I do like wine. Don't necessarily love wine. I like wine, but I love the color orange. Do you guys drink wine? Let me know down in the comments section. Michael Anthony Whitley, I'm back. And Chattanooga, Tennessee is present. Shout out Chattanooga, Tennessee. I'll tell you what, my cousins live in Chattanooga, Tennessee. Shout out to the Roygs. And one of my best friends, Keenan, lives in Tennessee as well. Chattanooga, Tennessee. Shout out Keenan Cox. I got to get to Chattanooga. Have you been to Chattanooga? I hear it's a great place.
I have not been to Chattanooga.
I hear it's a great place. But anyway, now that I have family there and a good friend of mine there, I think I gotta check it out. Do you guys drink wine? I'm drinking beer right now, but you guys drink wine. Oh,
shout out
Dagan
the
Rash is in Lexington, Kentucky. I'll tell you what, Dagan, one of my best friends from college, Ricky Sayer, is a reporter for WLEX in Lexington, Kentucky. Go check out his stuff. He's always around the news in Lexington, Kentucky. Chucky Magic is saying IPA. Yeah, IPA. I can always go for an IPA. Appreciate all you guys tuning in. Now, we're about to find out the result of this Tua investigation. In fact, we might find it out live. But the hatred the Dolphins have been getting after the Tua thing, you can say it's warranted, not warranted. I don't care. And then this comes after the NFL takes away our first-round pick because of the tampering. Does the NFL hate the Dolphins? Does the NFL hate the Dolphins? Type Y for yes or type HY for hell yes. John Ruiz saying yes. Pecco Petty, you sent in a super chat earlier. We appreciate you saying hell yes. I think the NFL hates the Dolphins, Chugs. I really do. I feel like the Dolphins are getting unfairly treated right now by the National Football League. What do you think?
I mean, it's hard. Like, obviously, I don't agree with a lot of the stuff the NFL does. They're very contradictory, and they're very
Type B to block the bots. Type B to block the bots. I see John Ruiz typing B. John Ruiz knows the drill. Type B to block the bots. What are you saying, Chucks?
I don't agree with a lot of the stuff the NFL does, and I mean, honestly, the NFL just loves to point its finger at whatever team at the moment. So I would say the Dolphins are somewhat being unfairly treated.
It's like I get it, the Tua thing, high-profile player, it happens on national television. T. Higgins played after suffering a concussion. Nobody's talking about that. Cameron Brate played after suffering a concussion. No one's talking about that.
Joe Burrow,
but it's been nonstop Tua coverage.
Joe Burrow came out and said that he's legit blacked out during NFL games before.
Yeah, it's just like the narrative that the Dolphins are the only team that has had situations with the protocol is ridiculous.
It's just one of those things where it's like everyone saw it, it's new, it happened, so it's just on the top of everyone's mind,
right.
Even though every single NFL team does it. And, I mean, you look at all the ESPN talking heads, and, they all say, like, oh, I can't believe what the Dolphins did. But then they go around the next week, and they literally tell everybody, oh, contract negotiations, the best ability is availability. And it's like you can't have it both ways. You can't say you have to be available to have a contract, and then you say, oh, you can't play because you have a concussion or have a prior injury. It's like you got to pick a side. You can't say, oh, you got to be available for your team. You got to be able to do that. And then on the other side of the coin, be like, oh, but then you shouldn't play if you're injured. You can't have it both ways.
Larry Fultz, $10 super chat. You know what that means, Chuck? What does that mean?
Will's getting laid.
You know what that means?
Will's getting
Time
laid.
to get laid. All right. Larry Fultz, we're going to answer that. Should I answer that in the mailbag? So Larry Fultz has just guaranteed himself a spot on the mailbag as I'm trying to figure out these lays. They're all tangled up here. All right. Give me 1 second, Larry. All right. Second lay is on for you, Larry Fultz. Do you think Howard will play against the Jets?
We'll have this as the first question on our mailbag.
Yes. This will be the first question on the mailbag coming in from Larry Fultz. Guys, mailbag coming up. Use hashtag Dolphins, or you can super chat like the legend Larry Fultz to get on the mailbag. Excuse me. If you super chat, you will guarantee yourself a spot on the show, just like Larry Fultz just did. So if you really want your question to get answered, go send in those super chats.
Guys, we might have to cancel the mailbag. We don't have enough questions.
Keep those questions coming in.
We need some hashtag Dolphins in the chat.
We need hashtag Dolphins. You got to use hashtag Dolphins or super chat to ask a question.
We can't have a mailbag with no mail.
Exactly. That's a little bit tough to do.
We need your questions. Put them in the chat right now. Hashtag Dolphins. Whatever questions you have for Will about the upcoming game, about the Dolphins, about the NFL in general, go ahead, put them in the chat right now.
Use hashtag Dolphins or super chat to get on the mailbag. Use hashtag Dolphins or super chat. While you're down there, like the video. Right now, we got 200 people watching, and we're just at 77 likes. Let's change that. Go and like the video. Dante, I see using hashtag. Dante wants to see the Waddle song. If we get a $20 super chat, we'll do the Waddle song. In fact, if we get 5 $20 super chats, we'll do the song 5 times. Every $20 super chat we get today, we get you guys the Waddle song. Michael Anthony Whitley, we see the question. Guys, use hashtag Dolphins or super chat to get on the mailbag. A lot of interesting stuff to discuss here on the mailbag. I think I saw a question earlier about Christian McCaffrey. I hope you pulled that one because I want to talk about Christian McCaffrey. That would be a little bit interesting, that trade. Hardly, I see him. Larry Fultz, I see again. We appreciate you guys. Chugs, you give me the green light and we're good to get in.
Still need a couple more questions.
Still need more questions, y'all. Hashtag Dolphins. Hashtag Dolphins or super chat
unless
to get on the mailbag.
Unless we want to do a John Ruiz only mailbag.
John Ruiz is always asking
the questions in there.
We appreciate you, John Ruiz. You're a real one, man. Larry Fultz, shout to you. Michael Anthony Whitley sending in some super chats earlier. Hashtag Dolphins or super chat to get on the mailbag. We need some more questions, y'all. Hashtag Dolphins or super chat to get on the mailbag. Vico. I wonder if they're related to Vigo. Vigo, if you're in the chat, let me know, pal. Ken Helm, we see your question. Shout out to you, the elite. John Messick, John Ruiz, Snazzy. Going on questions now, Chugs?
Yeah, we should be good now.
Excellent. All right. Get into a Dolphins mailbag. If you want to get featured on the show,
Dolphins
hashtag
fans.
Dolphins or super chat.
Dolphins fans.
Dolphins fans, welcome into this edition of the Dolphins Today mailbag. I am Will Scott answering your questions ahead of Sunday's game against the New York Jets. Obviously, a lot to discuss. Wearing lays here in honor of my guy Tua Tagovailoa as we film this on Dolphins Live. Larry Fultz, shout out to you. Made me put another lay on with the $10 super chat. Fins up. Do you think Howard will play against the Jets? So Howard right now is questionable. Both of his groins are injured. If you look at the injury report, it says groins and not groins. So Howard certainly a little bit banged up. He left the Bengals game. We saw how his absence affected the defense. I do think he's going to play, though. I think X is going to play. I think he's going to do everything in his power to play. Mike McDaniel said that the other day. I would be a little bit surprised, though, if both him and Crossan played. Both those guys are questionable for Sunday. But if X plays, I think the Dolphins will be in good shape defensively. Thanks for the question, Larry Fultz. The Elite, trade a fifth and Gaskin to Chicago for Amir Smith-Marset. Interesting. Look, really any trade involving Myles Gaskin right now, I would consider. He hasn't got an offensive touch all season. Daddy Dean, do you think the run game will dominate the Jets? Daddy Dean, I'm happy you asked that question. If you haven't seen our preview video yet, go back and watch that because I did talk about the importance of getting the run game going. They have not done that so far this year. The Dolphins rank 4th to last in the NFL in rushing offense. I want to see Chase Edmonds or Raheem Mostert go off, or you might have to talk about trade for running back. We're going to get into another running back here in a second. Michael Anthony Whitley, appreciate the question. My friend, always in the chat, always watching. We appreciate you. Do you think the doctor who told Tua to retire was wrong without evaluating his current condition? Oh, yeah, I did see that. So the doctor, if anyone's seen the movie Concussion, the doctor that movie was made about said Tua should retire. There's been some other media members that have said Tua should retire. The fraud, Chris Nowitzki, says Tua should demand a trade. So obviously a lot of people are chiming in on this. Look, in terms of the Tua retirement talk, that's up to Tua. I mean, but Joe Burrow is producer Jeremy Chuggs mentioned the other day. Joe Burrow said he's blacked out multiple times on football field. That's not a good thing. But Tua's not the only one that has dealt with concussions, but yet he's the only one that people are telling him to retire. So I think that's a little bit hypocritical. No, I do not think Tua should retire. And yes, that doctor not evaluate him. Here's the thing. There's a lot of Twitter doctors that are trying to chime in on Tua's condition when they have not been the doctors evaluating him. I'm going to trust the doctors that are evaluating Tua as we speak. Killa Thrilla Vanilla. That's the question I saw about McCaffrey. That's an epic name. Run game been struggling. Trade for McCaffrey? Maybe. I'm very interested in trading for Christian McCaffrey. You know, I think I got asked this question on Mailbag several weeks ago, and I'm like, nah, I don't really want to trade for running back because the Dolphins have a solid running back room. Well, here's the problem. Miami ranks 24th in the NFL with a 55.5 run blocking grade, and they rank 4th to last rushing offense. So it's not necessarily just Edmonds and Mostert's fault. They've gotten no help from their offensive line. But when you're talking about trading for McCaffrey, I think it makes some sense for the Fins. I don't know if it makes any sense for the Panthers because Carolina would only save $2 million the next 2 seasons by trading him. So from a Dolphins perspective, this would be a very affordable trade to make. Here's what McCaffrey's done this season. 270 yards, 1 touchdown, 4.7 yards per carry, and 58 carries this season for McCaffrey. So, you know, he hasn't been super explosive, but he's still been pretty solid. And my goodness, him with Mike McDaniel, can you imagine that? I want to trade for McCaffrey. Here I am telling you right now, Chris Gray. I know you watch the show because you've listened to me before. Trade for Christian McCaffrey. Do it now. Raheem Mostert and Chase Edmonds have not been very good. Make the trade for Christian McCaffrey. Make this the most dangerous offense in football. Guys, I want to hear from you, though. Type T for trade or type P for pass down in the comment section. Go down, chime in. Should the Dolphins trade for Christian McCaffrey? It is the pinned comment on today's video. So when an ad break comes, go down, chime in. What do you think the Dolphins should do? Southern Playa 469, always in the comments. We appreciate you. He says trade for a center. Connor Williams has been better at snapping. He still hasn't been great. His blocking hasn't been great the last 2 weeks. Yeah, you know I'm all for trading for a center. Matt Hennessy with the Falcons is a guy I look at there. But in terms of trading for a center, I don't know who else would be available. Ken Helm, who's the Jets player you worry about in this game? That is a outstanding question. I feel like Garrett Wilson's a guy that's been improving. I'm a little bit worried about him going up against the Dolphins secondary that's a little bit depleted. I would say the rookie wide receiver there, Wilson, he's been pretty solid as of late. John Ruiz, trade Eric Rowe and Jerome Baker for Deion Jones and Roquan Smith. John, you always got the great trade ideas. Trade Eric Rowe and Jerome Baker for Deion Jones and Roquan Smith. I really want Deion Jones. I don't know how realistic Roquan is, but I think Deion Jones is a guy that will get traded and will get traded fairly soon. I would give up Jerome potentially to get Dion. Top Tier Gaming. When do you think Byron Jones will come back? He's an X factor as well. So, the great question. He was eligible to come back this week. That is not going to happen. He has not been activated from the PUP list. In fact, Mike McDaniel, his press conference the other day, said that the recovery has not progressed the way they would like it to. So I'm unfortunately in the majority of people that does not think Byron Jones is going to be back anytime soon. Vic Vico, are you related to Vigo? Vico. We appreciate you. Will the D step up versus the Jets? They suck. I agree. Yeah, defense has got to play better this week. The defense has been inconsistent. I want to see the defense be a little bit better, and hopefully JP can have that breakout game we've been looking for. Guys, you can go bet on the Fins at chatsports.com/bet. Use promo code Dolphins125 to get a 125% deposit bonus. That means if you put $100 in, you're going to get 125 additional cash to bet with. chatsports.com/bet. Fins are a 3.5-point favorite. The total is at 44. Go and bet on the Fins. I think the Fins win this game. Promo code Dolphins125 to get that 125% deposit bonus. chatsports.com/bet. BetUS is the best place to bet throughout the season. Go to that link and place your bets on the Fins. Snazzy saying, what's the Dolphins' biggest weakness? That is a great question. Probably offensive line. Specifically, the run blocking. They have one of the worst run blocking grades by PFF this season. I think that's been the primary reason the run game has struggled. When you look at other weaknesses, the run game, again, has struggled. Secondary right now is a little bit beat up. But the good thing about being as good as the Dolphins are, you don't have that many weaknesses. The elites. Skylar Thompson MVP odds. Oh man, I don't know about this year. Maybe in future years, but I definitely want to see Sky on Sunday. Go bet on Skylar Thompson MVP odds. They're probably there. Maybe. Chatsports.com/bet. Promo code Dolphins125. Brad's dad. Shout out to Brad and his dad. Will Skylar Thompson start at some point this season? No, I don't think so. If Tua was going to be out like a long time, I don't think he will be. But if Tua is going to be out like several games, then yeah, I would say yes to this. But I just think Tua is going to miss 2 or 3 games, and Teddy will be the guy until he gets back. But when you look at what Skylar Thompson did in the preseason, he was phenomenal. 29 of 38, 450 yards, 5 touchdowns, no interceptions, led the NFL in touchdowns, passing yards, and QBR during the preseason. I think he's the better option over Teddy Bridgewater, but I understand why they're starting Teddy. Will Skylar Thompson start this year? Type Y for yes or type N for no. Down in the comment section, go down, let me know. What do you think? Type Y for yes or type N for no. I would say no this year. Joe Cantu, McDaniel's Coach of the Year. Yes, and it's been difficult to see McDaniel go from arguably the most beloved coach in football to the most scrutinized coach in football because all he did was listen to the Dolphins medical team. Again, he's been unfairly scrutinized, but yes, I think he's going to lead the Dolphins to 11 or 12 wins if Tua gets back relatively soon and win Coach of the Year. M. Miller, 916, we appreciate you, man. How many wins do the Dolphins get if Tua is out for the year? They won't make the playoffs if Tua is out for the year. I don't think so. I think they're an 8 or 9 win team. Probably 9. I lean 9 and 8 again. But Tua's not going to be out the entire year. I think we've avoided a catastrophic injury here with Tua, and you know, praise God for that because, my goodness, we were all rattled last Thursday when the injury happened. We all thought it might be a season-ending or even a career-threatening injury or maybe even something more severe than that. So thank goodness Tua's, you know, MRIs have come back clean, all that, but he's not going to be out the entire year unless there's something we don't know about. Curry, 21-11. Gesicki for McCaffrey. I would make that trade so fast. Where's the button I can press for that trade? Where's the button I can press for that? Find the button, Shugs. How do we call that in? How do we call that in? I would make that trade right now. Omar Garcia. To be honest, I know this prediction is dumb, But I want to see my Fins and Eagles in the Super Bowl just to see which trio is better. Tua, Cheetah, and Waddle, Hurt, Smith, and A.J. I would love the Super Bowl matchup, and Chat Sports specifically would love this Super Bowl matchup. We're from Philly, effing Philly. No one likes us. We don't care. We changed that to we're from Miami. No one likes us. We don't care. Salty Trace, spam Salty Trace in the chat. The producer of Philadelphia Eagles now. Shout out my guy Chase Senior. This would be one of the most hyped up Super Bowl matchups in recent memory. Two former college teammates going at it. Tua Tagovailoa and Jalen Hurts. I would love to see this matchup. And right now, I think they're the two best teams in the league just based on the first 4 weeks of the season. Dylan Tavania, we appreciate you. Which Dolphins injury besides Tua concerns you the most? That is a great question. I would say Xavier Howard right now. Not having X on the field would be detrimental to the Dolphins secondary, and he's questionable. He has not practiced at all this week. Both of his groins are injured. Not ideal. Jared, who needs to step up to beat the Jets? Teddy Bridgewater. Teddy Bridgewater needs to have a good game. Again, he doesn't have to do anything crazy. Just let your offense go to work. You have Jalen Waddle, Mike Gesicki, Chase Edmonds, Raheem Mostert, Tyreek Hill. You have all these weapons. Just do your job and don't make mistakes. Teddy needs to step up in this game. Guys, go follow me on IG at Willie Fins, trying to get up to 500 IG followers. Just hopped on the gram a few weeks ago at Willie Fins on IG. Or follow me on Twitter at WillScott44. If I did not answer one of your questions in this mailbag, go down and DM me on Twitter or IG, and I'll get to your question there. All right, guys, interesting question. So they asked this on Seahawks Live yesterday, and I want to ask it. Were you producing that show? And I want to ask it here on Dolphins Live. Are aliens real? Type R for real or type F for fake? What do you think, Chugs? What do you think?
100% real. Like, I don't know, like, we're talking about aliens as in, like, life outside the Milky Way, outside of Earth, outside of our, like, galaxy, 100%. If we're talking about, like,
I don't know.
green, alien, whatever, I think there's outside life out there, but I don't know if it's, like, the green alien Martian with, like, the, antenna or whatever, but if you don't think that there's something out there, there's infinite galaxies out there. Literally infinite galaxies. How can there not be anything else out there?
I would agree. I mean, there's billions of galaxies. Hard to believe that more life doesn't exist. Well, what you said about, like, the green aliens, I don't believe in that.
Yeah.
But what do you think all these UFOs are? There's been a lot of UFO talk lately. Do you think those are aliens?
No.
No? What do you think? They're like, Russian spies or something in these small planes, or what's going on there?
I mean, maybe UFO just stands for unidentified flying object, so it could be anything flying. I mean, like, there was a drone show, which I don't know if you've seen these. I really want to go to one day, where it's like thousands of drones in the sky, and they make different shapes, and they, like, light up in different colors. Have you seen that before?
No, I haven't seen that.
So, like, they literally
I've seen, like, the drone racing on ESPN.
It's kind of like that, but imagine, like, 1,000 of those in the air, and they make, like, different faces and stuff. Like, almost like how, like, fireworks, you can, like, spell out stuff. It's like that.
That's wild.
Really cool.
We got Fanit Mateer saying fake. Sports Bras saying real, but not like the aliens they show in movies.
Yeah.
Daddy Dean saying frisbees with flashlights. John Ruiz saying real. Daddy Dean saying real, but they're like demons or fallen angels. That's very interesting. Larry Fultz, there are new toys that the government's experiencing with. You got a good theory there, Larry Fultz. Guys, here's our super chat menu. And speaking of Larry Fultz, he maybe put another lay on. We're honoring Tua 80% off Hawaiian lay special for our guy Tua Tagovailoa as he recovers.
Help Will get laid.
Yes, exactly. $20, we'll do the Waddle song. A lot of y'all love me and Shugs doing the Waddle song. We'll do that. And then every $50, we will do shots. We're $30 away from shots. We're $9 away from a third leg going on. And at the end of the show, so right now we're at $20 Super Chat. So I got to do 4 Willie Fins back to back. But if we get, $100, I got to do 20 Willie Fins in a row.
Willie Fins.
You don't want to miss that. Chugs.
Top tier gaming, the aliens live among us.
That scares me.
Maybe.
Mr. Noah, too, saying they are real. John Ruiz doesn't care about the aliens. He's saying hashtag Lacina to Miami. Love to see it, John Ruiz. We appreciate you, John Ruiz. Jets gang is in the chat. Oh, we got Jets fans in the chat. Let Jets gang hear it. NFL, you're a little bit late. That's all right, bro. We're happy you made it. Better late than never. William Brewer saying fins up. We appreciate all you joining us. Time to get into some Dolphins news and rumors. We ready to get going there, Chung?
I'm ready.
Excellent. All right. Dolphins news and rumors coming up here on Dolphins Today. Dolphins Today is sponsored by Mint Mobile. They have cell phone plans starting as low as $15 per month. If you go to mintmobile.com/chatsports, that's where you can start saving today. We'll tell you more about them later on in today's show. With that, we get into today's show. Dolphins fans, I am Will Scott. Welcome in to Dolphins Today. We got some news to discuss, some injury updates that we're going to get into. We're going to end today's show talking about the latest in terms of the Tua Tagovailoa concussion investigation. But first, go down and subscribe because we're trying to get to 32,000 subscribers. We're 22 away. I'm feeling 22. One of my favorite Taylor Swift songs. Go down, subscribe to the channel. Help us get to 32,000 subscribers by the end of the day. If you want daily Dolphins videos, this is the place for you. Today's video, all about injury updates. We're going to provide some injury updates. We just got word about Jalen Waddle, also about Tyreek Hill. We'll tell you the latest. And Chugs, if you could at some point show that Tyreek Hill tweet, that'd be fantastic. But Jalen Waddle is back. He was back at practice today after being listed as a did not participate yesterday. So Waddle is back. That is good news. He was listed as limited in today's practice. So good to see Waddle back. He's dealing with a quad injury. David Furones of the Sun Sentinel reported this on Twitter. Still not seen at Thursday's practice. Tua Tagovailoa, Xavier Howard, Teron Armstead, Keon Cross, and Robert Jones, Ethan Carter. Jalen Waddle, who was seen yesterday but listed as did not participate, was practicing Brandon Jones in a red non-contact jersey. So that's the latest coming from Finn's practice today. Guys, if you want Jalen Waddle to play, go type penguin down in the chat. Better yet, I want to see penguin emojis. Spam down there in the comments section. Spam down there for penguin. We want to see penguin on the field at MetLife Stadium on Sunday. Do his little touchdown dance. Go and type penguin down in the chat. So the good news is Waddle was upgraded on the injury report. The bad news is Tyreek Hill was added to the injury report. This is what Ari Miroff at My Sports Update said on Twitter just moments ago. Dolphins wide receiver Tyreek Hill was added to the injury report with a quad injury. He was officially limited today. So we'll continue to monitor the situation. We're going to get you guys more updates on this at the very least on our community page. But go down, subscribe. When I'm looking at this, the good news is at least he practiced. If he was out completely, I'd be a little bit worried. But I'm not too worried about his status for Sunday. Want to get into our next story because Skylar Thompson had a press conference recently. He was asked about fans wanting him to start. As most of us know, a lot of us want Skylar Thompson to start in place of Tua Tagovailoa. But here's what Skylar said in response to that. Excuse me. Everyone has their opinion on whatever. All of that is white noise to me. I'm just focused on what I focused on since the day I got here, getting better every day and putting myself in position to help the team win, whether that's me on the field or practice, helping a guy out with a play. My preparation since the beginning of the season, I've been trying to prepare every week like I'm the starter. I've been able to develop good habits throughout the week. Then nothing changes. It's just getting more reps in practice. And it's an exciting time. But my role here is to support Teddy. He's the starter. I've looked up to Teddy since the moment I got in this locker room. Whatever I can do to help the team is what I'm going to do, and I'm excited for that. But Skylar Thompson's impressive, on and off the football field. You saw the impact he had on the community in Manhattan, Kansas. He was at Kansas State. You look at, the quotes. You look at how he's playing the football field. Everything about Skylar Thompson is impressive. He understands what his role is right now. That is to support Teddy Bridgewater. But if his name gets called, he's going to be ready. I have full confidence in Skylar Thompson. I also have full confidence in Mint Mobile because I made the switch, and it is fantastic. MintMobile.com/chatsports. Even your mom's going to ask you to stop calling so much because you're going to have all this unlimited talk and text, high-speed data. Your service is going to switch seamlessly between 5G and 4G LTE. Whatever network is the strongest, you can use your data however you like, even where coffee shops don't exist. And the great thing about Mint Mobile is they're offering cell phone plans starting as low as $15 per month, and it's so easy to make the switch. I did not have to go to a store. I did all from the comfort of my home. MintMobile.com/chatsports. Go and make the switch today. That link is in the comments and the description of this video. Let's get into this conversation now about Skylar Thompson or Teddy Bridgewater. Who should be the starting quarterback for the Fins until Tua gets back? I put out a poll on our community page yesterday. Here is what some of y'all said. Trim Carpentry, Orlando, Florida. Shout out to y'all. Skylar played perfectly in preseason, which is not the regular season. Just a heads up. Skylar would not be the same Skylar you've seen in preseason. In fact, it'd be totally opposite. Teams are throwing crazy exotic blitzes, dropping back in coverage, and shooting gaps he never knew existed, which is not what they do in preseason. He needs more study, and time watching Teddy will help. So that's a good point there from Trim Carpentry, Orlando, Florida. Brad Boss said this. Guys, Skylar needs time. It takes time for QBs to develop and be ready for the next step. He played well in preseason, but this is the regular season, guys. Teddy has seen a lot and has had some success in the league. So look, this is why we call ourselves Chat Sports. We love audience engagement. We love to hear your takes. Mahaly Graham said, Skylar Thompson for real. He going to help us win for sure. I absolutely agree. Skylar Thompson could help the team win if he gets his chance. Joshua Parsons said, y'all are crazy. Skylar lit it up in the preseason against third string and practice squad players. That's a fair point. Granted, Teddy also played against backups and didn't play as well. Robert France says, no disrespect to Bridgewater. He's a fine QB, but I'd like to see Skylar. He's young and looked great in the preseason. So all fair takes there, all good takes from our loyal subscribers here at Dolphins Today. I'm going to get to my takes in a second, but here were the poll results. 66% of our subscribers think that Skylar Thompson should be the starting quarterback over Teddy Bridgewater. Over 5,000 votes, and 66% of y'all think Skylar Thompson should be the starting quarterback. Here's what I think. Teddy has more experience, so he should start right now because of that. Teddy has started over 60 career games. Teddy should start right now. However, the leash should not be very long. If Teddy struggles, if he does not get the offense moving, I'm not even talking about turnovers, but the offense is failing to have any sparks under Teddy, then you put Skylar Thompson to find a spark. I think the leash is long. It should not be long for Teddy Bridgewater. Guys, pick a QB. I've asked y'all this a couple times. I'll ask y'all again because, a lot of us have different thoughts about this. Type Teddy or type Sky. Pick a quarterback. Who's the better option for the Fins right now? Teddy Bridgewater or Skylar Thompson? Go down in the comments section. Let me know what you think. Want to hit on some more injury news. Clayton Fagelum has been designated to return from injured reserve. So he was placed on IR after surprisingly making the 53-man roster, but now he is designated to return from the IR. Here's what Dolphins Wire said about that, kind of explaining his situation. On Wednesday, Miami designated Fagelum to return from injured reserve. He'll have 21 days to be activated from the roster, or he'll have to miss the remainder of the season. As of this year, teams are only allowed to return 8 players from injured reserve in a season. So this would be their first. If Fagelum doesn't return in the 21-day window, Miami would have burned one of their returns. This is going to be a tough call for the Fins because Fagelum was going to be a special teams guy. I didn't think he was going to make the team over Verone McKinley III. He did. I still think Verone McKinley is the better player and the better option. But you signed Justin Bethel to replace Fagelum as kind of the special teams player on this team. And Justin Bethel's played well on special teams. He's been a good coverage guy in special teams for the Dolphins. So this is going to be a really tough call for Chris Grier to make. They have up to 21 days to make this decision. He has been designated to return, so there's a 21-day practice window. So if they don't feel like he's ready after the 21 days, then he can't play the rest of the season. But if they do feel like he's ready, but Bethel continues to play well, I don't know what they're going to do. Guys, should they keep Clayton Fagelum, who personally I don't think is that great? Type K for keep or type C for cut down in the comment section. Go down. Let me know what you think the Dolphins should do. Now let's get into a Tua Tagovailoa injury update. We're filming this video on Thursday. It's very possible that the Tua investigation is going to wrap up by the end of the day. Here's what Ian Rappaport said about this. The investigation is still ongoing. He said this on NFL Network earlier today. I would say close to wrapping up. Tua was interviewed on Tuesday. Generally, the person who's in the center of it, in this case Tua, is among the last people interviewed, so that gives you an indication of how quickly this is going. I think there's a good chance that the report and the NFL's new concussion protocol changes come out at the same time because there is some urgency. The week starts tonight with the Broncos-Colts game. I know the NFL, if everything goes well, perfectly well, would like a new protocol in place by this week so all games would be able to have the same rules. That coming from Ian Rappaport. So here's the timeline. So he's entered versus the Bills, was wobbly getting off the field, returned, won the Dolphins the game. NFL launches investigation into this. So the investigation started before the Bengals game. He was questionable going into that game against the Bengals. He played, suffered a pretty serious concussion in the second quarter. He was stretchered off the field, was not moving. The fingers, were spazzing out, taken to hospital. He was discharged from the hospital that same night. MRI checks come back clean. That was good news. Interviewed by the NFL earlier this week. The NFL investigation is close to concluding. So that is the timeline that we currently have. Again, there's been some reports that they want to wrap this thing up by the Thursday night football game tonight, so all the games can have the same rules, the same protocol. So if anything juicy comes out of this investigation, we'll certainly keep you guys in the loop there, which is why you should go down and subscribe to the channel, youtube.com/Dolphins News. Go down, hit that big red subscribe button. Super chats, guys. We're going to get those super chats in a second. I got to put another lay on, over $30 in super chats now. Oh, that's right. Good call, Chugs. I forgot. It's not every 10. Matthew Hernandez. Would y'all at Chat Sports be willing to start Discord chat rooms and have open discussions about each week and topics of each team channel? I'll say this, Matthew Hernandez. We're called Chat Sports for a reason. We love audience engagement. We love being able to chat with you guys. That's why we have all the comment drivers, the weigh-ins. And if you join us for our live shows on Sundays, we're always firing off, comment drivers. We love hearing you guys. We give a lot of shout-outs. If you super chat, you get on the show. So we love communicating with you guys. Larry Fultz, what bothers me is when people talk about how small Tua is, do they not see the size of Kyler Murray, Russell Wilson, Drew Brees, or the number one QB, Bryce Young, who's 5'10"? Exactly. There's, again, the NFL hates us. Everyone hates us. No one likes us. We don't care. It's really annoying. Larry Fultz, cheers to you, man. You've been the Super Chat MVP today. I think we're losing to the Browns in that Super Chat battle right now, if you get that weigh-in up on screen. But continue to send in those Super Chat, guys. If you want us to stay live, Larry Fultz, we appreciate you, man. Every $20, I got to put another lay-on in honor of Tua. $20 away from taking some shots. Is your mic on? We're getting smacked. Guys, we're getting beat badly by the Browns report right now, which does not rival us in terms of subscribers, so we got to pick it up. Brian Gonzalez, do we got a Bills fan in here? I hope not. Guys, we're losing to the Browns report right now in our Super Chat battle. This cannot happen. This cannot happen. The Browns report has like 13K. We got 32K. We got some catching up to do here against the Browns report. If you witnessed that epic Super Chat battle we had with Eagles 2 weeks ago, I would appreciate you guys helping us out here because we're currently losing to Matt. I saw you and Seep. You and Seeps were about to fight before today's show, Chugs. You and Seeps were getting into it before today's show. Can we put our Super Chat menu back on screen here? Appreciate you, Chugs. Shout out Jeremy Chugs. All right, so every $5, I got to do a Willie Fins consecutively at the end of today's show. So right now I got to do 6 Willie Fins in a row. Every $20, a leg goes on in honor of Tua. We're $9 away from that. Every $20, Waddle song, or I should say a $20 super chat will do a Waddle song. Jordell Coleman, I see you in the chat. We appreciate you. T-Man, the Fin fan, is saying Penguin. Exactly. And we're $20 away from some shots. We got some shots we're ready to take here. So I'm going to put the shot clock on. Hopefully we can stay rocking and rolling here on Dolphins Day. Catch up to Browns Report. We're behind the Browns Report. I'm going to put the shot clock on 2 minutes here. If we get a super chat, we'll stay live. 2 minutes on the shot clock. 2 minutes on the shot clock. Help us stay live. We want to have some fun here. Me and Jeremy Chugs on Dolphins Day. Continue to talk about the game. Big game against the Jets. Zach Wilson's going to throw 5 picks. Maybe more than that, Chugs. Maybe more than that.
If he throws 5 picks, we got to see a Will beer boot.
That's the deal. If he throws 5 picks, we'll do a beer boot. 100%.
Let's
If he throws 5 picks, I'll do a beer boot. The last beer boot I did didn't go very well. As we got 1:30 on the shot clock. Who's going to be the MVP? Keep us rolling. Shout out to Larry
We got Salty
Fultz,
Zhao in the chat as well. Mad that his Bills lost to the Fins again.
Shout out Larry Fultz, Matthew Hernandez, Mike Anthony Whitley.
Salty Zhao Me Dong.
1 minute on the timer, guys. 1 minute.
Big mad.
Who's going to keep us rocking and rolling here? 1 minute on the shot clock. Chaparral Chag, shout out to you. DTA Killer.
I bet you Zhao puts on his shoes before he puts on his pants. He seems like that kind of guy where he puts on his shoes before he puts on his pants.
Oh, my gosh. I know you don't do that, Chunks. John Ruiz, your prediction earlier was a 3-point win. Now John Ruiz is saying a 20-point win for the Dolphins.
You know why you can never go golfing with a Bills fan?
How come?
It's because every time they hit the ball, it goes wide right.
Oh, my gosh. Oh, you love to see it.
Can't hit the fairway.
I'm golfing tomorrow. The boys talked me into it. 20 seconds on the shot clock. Who's going to keep us rolling here on Dolphins Today? We'll stay live. We get one super chat. Just one $2 super chat. We'll stay live for you guys. 10 seconds on the shot clock. DTA
7,
Killer, I see you.
6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
We'll stay live and see if any rolled in at the buzzer. Daddy Dean saying 35-7, Dolphins win. Chap saying Fins for Super Bowl. John Ruiz in the chat. Sports Bra saying 4 in a row. Well, unfortunately, the Dolphins did not win 4. Oh, he's saying 4 in a row because the Bills. 4 Super Bowls lost in a row. Big fat 0 for the Buff. Oh, Larry Fultz at the buzzer. Larry Fultz. You love to see it. Larry Fultz has been the MVP. Larry Fultz, the king. Another leg goes on.
So that's
Shots
actually,
are going up.
This is the most efficient super chat I've ever seen. We have a shot from Will, another lay, and it's a $20 super chat. So you know what that means.
Oh, we get the Waddle song.
You did a 3-for-1 right there.
A 3-for-1.
Very effective, Larry.
Larry Fultz
Very
special.
effective, Larry.
Larry Fultz special. Cheers to you, Larry Fultz. Shot.
You want to do your shot first, or you want to do the song first?
Let's do the song.
And Jaelan walked up to the line of scrimmage, and he said to Tua Tagovailoa, "Hey, bop, 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 wanna score?"
And Tua said, "Yeah, I'd like to score today." So he threw me the ball, and I ran all the way.
Bop, 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 and he waddled away, waddle, waddle.
And he waddled away,
Waddle, waddle, waddle.
And he waddled away, waddle, waddle.
Till the very next play, bop, 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 bop.
Shout out to Larry Fultz. Keeping the party going here on Dolphins Today.
That gives us one more minute
you,
on
Larry
the shot clock, Larry. I'll put it back up. Starting now, 1 more minute on the shot clock. Let's
put our super chat menu back on screen.
We are now $35 away from catching the Browns.
35. If we get a $40 super chat, we will catch the Browns. A $40 super chat. I want to take down Matthew Peterson. I'm golfing with Matthew Peterson tomorrow. I cannot have him in my ear all day. Larry Fultz again! Keeping the party going. Larry Fultz. We got to come up with a song for Larry Fultz, Chugs. You got any song ideas for Larry Fultz?
I got to think of it.
We'll think of a song for you.
That
Larry
restarts
Fultz.
our clock. Sheba Dog laughing slightly while blushing and covering his mouth with one arm. Ha ha ha.
We're a $5 super chat away from another lay going on. I got like 30 lays over here, man. Let's honor our guy Tua Tagovailoa, Larry Fultz, Krayshawn Anderson saying Will wrote that Waddle song. Me and Chugs wrote it together. Larry Fultz, every $5. I got to do, so right now I got to do 15 Willie. Wait, how many? Jorge Martinez.
Here we go.
We are rocking and rolling.
Jets, suck.
Jets, suck. Jets, suck. You know what? Jorge's gave me an idea. Every $5 super chat we get on Sunday's watch party, we're going to do that chant.
I'm down.
You're not producing with me, though. It's a shame.
They're trying to keep us down.
I know. It's all right. At least I get you on Thursdays. Every $5, Willie Fins. Every 20, another lay goes on. So another lay is going on here.
Will's getting laid big time today.
Oh, boy. Oh, Jay Jones.
Oh!
Jay Jones.
Hey-oh. And the clock
is
restarted.
Reset. Jay Jones. Saying any reports who's performing better in practice. No, I think there's been positive reports on both sides. Apparently, the guys that bought into Teddy and believe in Teddy right now.
They're going to keep it close to the vest either way too.
Right.
Because they don't want.
Trust me, if Skylar was performing better than Teddy, there's no way that's getting out.
Yeah, because I think whenever you have your quarterback down, especially when you have two quarterbacks who are kind of vying for that, you want to keep as much mystery as possible because you don't want the Jets to be able to plan for either one. If they have to plan for both Skylar and Teddy, then it puts more pressure on the Jets defense and more pressure on Mo Salah and that Jets staff, you know?
Right. And another thing, and something I mentioned a lot, is that in the preseason, Skylar played better in minicamp, in training camp, and in preseason games. Just worth noting. Here's Super Chat Menu, guys. We're like $30 away from passing the Browns?
Not even. They're at 85, so we're $20 away.
$20 away from passing the Browns. $20 Super Chat. It's like a 3-for-1 special. Another Waddle song, another Lay Goes On, and we pass the Browns channel. I really don't want to end the stream until we pass the Browns.
Oh, yeah. I just texted Patrick, we're coming for that ass.
We're coming, baby. We're coming. I'm a little bit sore because I got my allergy shots today. But we're coming.
Patrick said that's soft whenever I sent him how much we have right now.
He said that's soft? You hate to hear that.
All right. I restarted the shot clock. 1 minute on the clock. Ask us whatever. You can send in a $2 super chat, whatever. We're trying to pass the Browns report.
Trying to pass the Browns. Pass the Browns.
We are literally $21 because he just told me they're at 87 now. So we're $21 away from passing them.
Where we at?
We're at 67. They're at 87. We're at technically 66.92.
I'll take a shot if we get to 100.
Okay, we got the host of Chicago Bears Now, Harrison Graham, saying more shots if we hit $100 in Super Chat.
How are we going to get shit talked by the Browns?
Yeah,
they're
the
Browns.
Happen.
They're the most shady. The Dolphins are getting so much crap right now. The Browns literally have a predator on their football team right now. They legit have a predator on their football team. And I'm not talking about the movie.
Cannot lose to the Browns. That is not something that can happen.
All right, we got 10 seconds left on the shot clock, though.
Play Jay Jones, Jorge Martinez, Larry Fultz, Matthew Hernandez, Michael Anthony Whitley, MVPs of the day. We got 10 seconds. Let's count it down. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. We'll wait to see if any got in buzzer because remember, Larry Fultz, as the buzzer sounded, got in a 20-piece earlier to keep us going here. So we'll see.
And before we go, you owe a ton of Willie Fins. You owe.
I should just start it now, huh?
You owe 13 to be exact.
13. All right, count me down. And I'll keep going. The more super chats we get, I'll just keep going. Oh, DTA killer! keeping us alive. Staying alive, staying alive. Staying alive. Yes, sir. DTA killer. Fins Dynasty 22. Fins up. We Fins fans aren't having none of this nonsense this season. Don't kill my vibe. Fins don't kill my vibe. Fins don't kill my vibe. Fins don't kill my vibe. Shout out to DTA Killer. We appreciate you, my friend. Don't kill our vibe. My motto is I'm fired up. Don't shut me down. Your motto is don't kill my vibe. Love to see it. Don't shut me down. Don't kill my vibe. Everyone's hating on the Dolphins right now. It's Fins against the world. That is the mindset. That is the narrative. I'm $4 away from another leg going on. I'm down to clown if y'all are, man. Over 160 people still watching. The clock is reset. We're what, $10 away from passing Browns now?
Yeah. We're $11 away from passing Browns.
Guys, $20 super chat. We passed Browns.
We're also 25 away from another shot.
Show an updated tally with the Browns on them. Shout out producer Jeremy Chugs. Shout out producer Jeremy Chugs. Shout out producer Jeremy Chugs in the chat. Guys, man, I'm so happy that it looks like Tua's going to be over. We were all so shook the other night, Chugs. I'm sure you noticed that when you were tuning in. I was just not myself. I was so worried about Tua. We didn't know what it was. We didn't know if it was career-ending. I mean, even life-threatening. Seriously, life-threatening. We didn't know anything. If it was spiral, we know it was spinal cord. Oh, I'm just so relieved that he's going to be okay.
Guys, but today, there we go. I'm on mute. Thank you, Chappelle. Thank you, Joe.
Thanks, Chappelle and Joe.
Now we can hear me. We're not trying to leave until we beat the Browns.
That's the goal.
Because
beat the Browns. Hashtag beat the Browns.
That MFer, Matthew Peterson, is talking shit to me right now. And he has a legit predator on his team. And I'm not talking about the movie.
Right.
We cannot let this fraud organization, the Cleveland Browns, beat us today.
Oh,
I'm sorry.
I'm so happy we didn't trade for Deshaun Watson. I'm so happy.
Oh, yeah.
Tua's the better quarterback anyway. I mean, I'm not even capping when I say that.
Look at their stats this season.
Exactly. Deshaun did not look good in the preseason. Andy's a predator, as you mentioned.
Yeah.
So, Team Man the Fin fan saying beat the Browns. $77 super chats. We're $10 away from passing them. We're also $5 away from another leg going on, wearing lays in honor of Tua Tagovailoa. DTA Killa saying super chat train, choo choo. Get on the super chat train, choo choo. Shout out producer Sammy Brown, just walked in. He's going to be live on Sunday for that watch party with the Jets. Brian Gonzalez saying Tua's better. Love to see it. Skid Marks Brown says Daddy Dean.
All right.
Are we time to reset the shot clock here, Chugs?
It's on.
Shot clock is on! Hey! And Larry Fultz with the super chat! Larry Fultz! We got to come up with a Larry Fultz song.
You got to get another lay on.
Another leg goes on for you, Larry Fultz. Another leg going on for Larry Fultz. Larry Fultz, shout out to you.
Browns blow. I'm so grateful we didn't end up with Watson.
Man,
agreed.
It's wild to look back at last year, Larry, and see how close we were to trading for Watson. And Tua led us all the way back. You know, we started 1-7, ended up being a playoff contending team. After we beat the Saints, we were in the playoff spot for a little bit. But Larry, man, I'm so happy to have Tua. Not only is Tua a great quarterback, he's just a good individual, man. A strong man of faith. He's just a good dude. I love Tua Tagovailoa, man. Love Tua.
I sent it to Patrick. Let's see what they say. We're officially tied right now.
We're tied with the Browns report. We're tied with the Browns.
We're both, I'll pull it up for us right now. We're both at $87.
Peter Dolan saying, hell yeah, go Fins. Sports Bras, let's go Larry.
Larry.
Larry. Larry. Larry. Larry. Larry. Larry. Larry. Larry, you're the MVP. Hope to see you again on Sunday. Larry Legend. We got a nickname for him. Larry Legend. Larry Legend. You love to see it.
I now pronounce you Will and Larry.
DTA Killa with the $5 super chat. You just love to see it.
Let's go. Let's freaking go.
DTA Killer has put us over the top. Let's go. DTA Killer. I just want to say, Chugs and Will, you're the best Fins channel ever. Keep that energy.
Let's freaking
DTA
go.
Killer, I appreciate you saying that, man.
Hey.
And it's been tough to keep the energy with the Tua situation, but we're still bringing it. We're still bringing it.
You keep that energy, DTA
Yes, sir.
Killer.
Yes,
because
sir.
the only reason we're able to do what we do is because people like you. People like you,
Yes.
people like Larry, people like 208 Fin Fan, people like Krayshawn Henderson, people like the Sports Bras, Daddy Dean, Peter Dolan, all of y'all in the chat right now, you're the reason. You're the reason why you do this right here.
Yes. Thank you, DTA Killer. Really appreciate you supporting the channel. All these super chats go to the Chat Sports Fund. Helps us increase our staff. When I started, Chugs, I was number 15. We get now over 20 people on staff here at Chat Sports. We expanded our office space. Because of all that, we're able to get you guys more content. I'm able to make more videos because of that. So it all goes to the Chat Sports Fund. Every $5. So I owe, how many Willie Fins do I owe them now?
Almost, you owe 18 right now.
I owe 18 Willie Fins
We're
right now.
$8 away from shots. I'm going to go ahead and get a shot with Will. We're $8 away.
What's up? About social media stuff, yeah. Yeah. If she's done with Amazon stuff. Okay, cool. Excellent. All right, we just passed the Browns report. They're still live, though. Oh, shoot, I just got a text. They just got a $10 super chat. So they're up $5 now.
From Patrick?
Yeah, just got a text. Peter Dolan saying, you guys are the best. I laughed so hard. Peter, we appreciate you guys, man. DTA Killer saying, I want this Dolphins Today channel to become the largest YouTube channel in regards to the fence. So I think we're only like 4,000 away from being the #1 Dolphins YouTube channel, which we started way back. So it's really awesome. NFL saying, Willie, can you make a Hill song? I'll tell you what. If we get a $50 super chat, me and you will combine.
I have one on the spot right now in my head.
We'll make a Hill song and we'll sing it. If we get a $50 super chat, we will create a Tyreek Hill song. The Jalen Waddle song has been a big one. So we'll see what goes down. But a $50 super chat, me and Chugs will make a Tyreek Hill song, and we'll do it right now.
I actually have one in my head right now, Will.
I kind of have one in my head, too. Maybe we can combine forces.
What's the song that you're thinking of?
I can't say it. I'm not going to spoil it. I'm saying, like, I'm going to text you what I'm thinking.
Slack me what you're thinking.
I'm thinking. I know what I'm thinking. I know.
Hold on.
$50 super chat, y'all get one. Oh my gosh, just one $50 super chat, and we'll do it. I'm texting Jeremy what I'm thinking.
Oh, that's a good one too.
Oh, I like both of those. I like them.
If we get a $50 super
Oh, Vigo is here! Vigo! 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 Vigo!
Let's go!
Put his L3 on screen. Put his player L3 on screen. Put his player L3 on screen. Oh my goodness! Yes! Yes! Is it screwed up?
Yeah, it is.
It's all right. We'll have it on Sunday for you, Vigo.
Our guy.
Vigo. You love to see it, Vigo. $20 super chat. We'll do it again. Vigo, 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 Vigo. Vigo, Vigo.
Let's go.
Vigo, Vigo, Vigo.
Hey.
Vigo.
Hey.
Vigo.
Hey.
Vigo, 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 Vigo.
Say what?
Vigo.
Ho.
Vigo.
Hey, ho.
Vigo, Vigo.
Hey, yo.
Oh, yes, sir. Another lay's going on.
I got to go get my shot glass.
Yes, I got it right here for you.
Oh, you have another shot glass?
Shots for Vigo.
Pour me up one, Will.
And if we get a $50 super chat, you guys are getting a Tyreek Hill song.
Oh, dude. I think what I was going to say is if we get a 50, I think I sing my song, you sing your song, and we'll make it the poll which one they want to be the Tyreek Hill song.
Yes, 100%. $50 super chat.
Ooh!
You love to see it.
Woo!
You love to see it.
Oh, and $20, you know what that means, Will? When
Jaelan walked up to the line of scrimmage and he said to Tua Tagovailoa,
"Hey, bop, 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 wanna score?"
And Tua said, yeah, I'd like to score a day. And he threw me the ball and I ran all the way. Bop, bop, bop. Then he waddled away. Waddle, waddle. Then he waddled away. Waddle, waddle, waddle. Then he waddled away. Waddle, waddle. Till the very next play. Bop, 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 bop. Shout out to Vigo, the legend himself.
Vigo, 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 Vigo. Vigo, Vigo. Vigo, 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 Vigo. Vigo, Vigo.
Hey! Vigo, 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 Vigo. Vigo, Vigo. Vigo, 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 Vigo. Vigo, Vigo. Vigo has done it again.
Let's go. Let's go.
Oh, I love my guy Vigo.
We're beating the Browns, reporting those Predators over there.
Oh my goodness. Legendary stuff.
Thanks to Vigo, we are currently winning the Super Chat battle. Is that another leg? Did you put on another leg?
I'm trying to fix his player L3 here. I don't know what happened.
Did you put on another leg
yes,
yet?
I put on another leg.
Oh, very
yeah,
nice.
for Vigo. We love our guy Vigo, man.
I want to do my Waddle song so it doesn't leave my head right now.
Every $20 super chat we get, we do the Jalen Waddle song. Every $20 that we get. I am so confused why this player L3 didn't work. I'll do it. I'm going to put it in just in case Vigo sends out. Give some shout-outs, Jeremy.
All right. Let me get a question up there for everybody. The shot clock has been reset due to our man Vigo. I got to know who you got this weekend. MIA for the Dolphins, NYJ for the Jets. Let me know. Vigo put another two minutes on the shot clock. We said if we get a $50 super chat, we are going to unveil our Tyreek Hill songs as requested by the chat today. A Mike McDaniel song would be cool. I'm down to workshop a Mike McDaniel song as well. It's got to be something swaggy. It's got to be either like Tupac or Biggie or something.
Can you see if Vigo's L3 is working now?
Oh, we'll check it out. Give some shout-outs while I look at that.
Give some shout-outs. John Ruiz, T-Man, the Fin Fan, Sports Bras, Daddy Dean, Gavin E. Owens, Peter Dolan.
Check it out, Will.
Oh, let's go. Vigo, 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 Vigo with the super chat. We appreciate you, Vigo. We appreciate you, man. Oh, that's awesome. Sports Bras, I see in the chat, John Ruiz, T-Man, the Fin Fan, NFL, all going with the Fins. Everyone's going with the Fins. Oh, we appreciate you guys. All right, shot clock going back on. We'll set it in a minute.
I already put it on. We put 2 minutes for Vigo because he blew up the Browns report.
Oh, Vigo, man. And if we get a $50 super chat, we will debut the Tyreek Hill song. Now, all of y'all love the Waddle song. If we get a 50-piece, you get a Tyreek Hill song. Sports Bras, Miami 21-17. Ken Helm, Dolphins. Oh! Larry Fox! Larry! Put the poll up, Chugs! Put the poll up! Larry Fox has done it again! The legend himself with the $50 super chat.
Bang! Larry Fultz, what are you guys thinking about our running backs? So I actually think, in my personal opinion, I think the running back room is good. I think the offensive line run blocking has been horrendous, and that is a key.
Right. They have one of the worst run blocking grades in the entire league.
Well, the thing is, it takes a while to get that zone blocking scheme down for an offensive line. One, it has to be a whole unit with the zone blocking. Every guy on the line needs to do their job and know where they're going in a zone blocking scheme. And, I mean, if you look at Kyle Shanahan and the 49ers, who run the same scheme, obviously, where Mike McDaniel's from, they start that in OTAs. In OTAs, they start working on their zone blocking scheme heading for the next season. And that's why you see something that's big with those teams is they really try to keep another team that used to do it, the Texans with Gary Kubiak. He loved a good zone blocking scheme whenever they had Arian Foster. They try to keep that O-line continuity because that's huge for the zone blocking, to make sure you're good at passing off your guy to the next guy. Because say I'm the center and I have a guy who's head up or maybe a tech to my left, I got to hit him to where the guard gets him, and then I can go to the next level.
Yeah, I couldn't agree more with what Chugs just said. But, Larry, it's no secret that, I feel a little bit disappointed with what Raheem Mostert and Chase Edmonds have done. High expectations for both of those guys coming in. We haven't seen Gaskin or Ahmed. I would really like to see them get involved. But look, in the weeks coming up before the trade deadline, if your offensive line doesn't improve, then I'm going to cut the running back some slack. But if the offensive line does improve and your running backs still are not producing, trade for Christian McCaffrey, trade for Darius Johnson, trade for Kareem Hunt, do something. 100%.
Yep, agreed.
Larry,
right.
I got to take a shot and put 2 more lays on for you, pal.
All right, Will. Do you want to do your Tyreek Hill song first, or do you want me to do mine?
I want you to put a poll up on screen. And
Well, we got to sing it first.
Okay. You go first.
All right.
You go first.
I'll get the poll ready.
Get the poll ready.
All right. Will, you ready for this?
Yes.
I'm like Dr. Dre of Dolphins Today. All right, here you go. Ready?
Yep.
Tyreek Hill went up the field to catch a Tua touchdown. The DB fell down, the crowd went round, and the Dolphins won.
I like it. Do it again. I want to hear it again.
Tyreek Hill went up the field to catch a Tua touchdown. The DB fell down, the crowd went wild, and the Dolphins won.
I like it. All right. I'm looking. All right, so you know who else goes by Cheetah, right?
What?
The Cheetah Girls.
Okay.
Do you remember the Cheetah Girls?
Okay, go ahead. Let's hear it, Will. Let's hear it.
I'm looking at the lyrics. Give me a second.
This is going to be great.
Got to score, got to go. Got the brains, got the powder. He's got the power. He speaks the truth, runs the league, so you respect the Cheetah. We've been singing it from our birth, working hard for what we deserve, trying not to break the rules, because Tyreek's mama ain't raised no fools. Cheetah, 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 Cheetah power.
Okay.
We need some work.
Do it one more time.
Gotta score, gotta go. Got the brains, got the power. And we speak the truth. We run the league, so you respect Tyreek Hill, the Cheetah. We've been singing it from our birth, working hard from what we deserve. Try not to break the rules, because Tyreek's mama ain't raised no fools. It seems we're only dreaming, trying to win a Super Bowl. It's good to know we're not alone. Respect the Cheetah, Cheetah power.
All right, there you have it. Hey, the poll's up right now. Better Tyreek Hill song, me or Will. Get your votes in right now. There's 13 votes.
Can I vote for you?
It's tied right now. Chugs and Will, we're tied.
Look, obviously the songs need some work. We just debuted them off the cuff. We're going to work on whatever one wins.
We did not get that prepared before the show.
We are going to work
just put
on
that in our
whatever
heads.
one wins, and we will make that the permanent song. DTA Killa, we appreciate you. Krayshawn Henderson said, Will not bad. Cheetah power! Cheetah power! DTA Killer, Super Chat, Choo-Choo Train, coming to a field near here. The MILF Hunter becomes the hunted in MIA versus NYJ 2022. Phillips and Ingram, bang, bust. Yes, sir! Fire me up, DTA Killer. Fire me the heck up.
Let's go.
Oh, I'm fired up.
Let's freaking go.
I'm fired up. Don't shut me down.
I think I have the slight edge, but it's close. It's not a landslide, Will. 53% for me, 47% for Will.
My thinking was like the Waddle song.
The only thing is, you got to be able to do something that you can remember.
Trust me, I'm going to get this down. I will get this down if I win the vote.
Oh, let's see. Get your votes in. There's 20 votes. Better song, me or Will?
DTA killer. Go down, vote. Chugs right now at 59%. If I had to vote, I'd probably vote for Chugs, even though I guess my effort wasn't terrible. Go down, vote. DTA killer, Larry Fultz. You guys have been awesome today. We appreciate you guys, man. Jay Jones, Jorge Martinez, Matthew Hernandez, Michael Anthony Whitley. What's up? Okay. Okay. We'll play it by ear. If it's 5 o'clock, we're still here, then we'll meet another time. We'll meet another time. All right, type MIA or type NYJ down in the comments section. We appreciate you guys. MIA or NYJ. DTA Killer, Ken Helm, John Ruiz, we appreciate you guys. Krayshawn Henderson. I don't know. Vigo, that was epic, man. That was epic.
Vigo, are you still in the chat?
Larry Fultz that was epic as well. Vigo, let us know if you're still in the chat, pal. We'll put the shot clock back on. 1 minute on the shot clock.
Vigo just sent that 20-piece in, and then he went into the dark like he was Batman.
I love that, though. I love it. He made like I didn't see him in the chat at all. The entire show comes in since a 20-piece. Vigo's a legend, man.
And he goes off into the darkness.
Vigo's a Super Chat Hall of Famer. Let me tell you, Larry Fultz, you're getting close to being a Super Chat Hall of Famer, Larry Fultz. We have our top 10 Ring of Honor, and you are fast approaching it, Larry Fultz. You are getting close based on today's performance. We appreciate you. I see you, Larry Fultz.
Our guy.
Larry, come back on Sunday, man, and I'll show you the top 10 in the Ring of Honor. You're close, Larry. You're close.
Guys, letting you know, we are getting close to hitting the end of our shot clock. This is what we're gonna do. I think we're at the end of our shot clock.
Okay.
Will's gonna do all of his Willie Fins. If we can get to $200 in Super Chats, which is we're 34 away, by the end of Will doing all his Willie Fins, we'll stay live for another 5 or 10 minutes.
Okay. How many do I owe them?
Okay, you owe, let's see, divide by 5, let's go 20, and then we got another 10, 12, 13. So 20 plus 13, 33 Willie Fins.
Okay. All right, 33. Here we go. Ready, Chugs? Count them every time.
All right.
Here we go. I got to clear my throat.
Just a reminder, if we get $34 in Super Chats, we're going to stay live for another 10 minutes.
Okay, here we go. All
right, ready?
Do I owe 36?
Yes.
Willie Fins! 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 Willie Fins!
17,
Willie Fins!
18,
Willie Fins!
19,
Willie Fins!
20,
Willie Fins!
21,
Willie Fins!
22,
Willie Fins!
23,
Willie Fins!
24,
Willie Fins!
25,
Willie Fins!
26,
Willie Fins!
27,
Willie Fins!
28,
Willie Fins!
29,
Willie Fins! 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 That was legendary. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. That was legendary. Almost as legendary as the legend himself, Larry Fultz. Oh my gosh. Krayshawn saying he needed to drink some water. No crap. You're already a Chat Sports legend, Krayshawn. We appreciate you, man. All right, we'll get one more, man. We're gonna head out. We'll see if any come in at the buzzer, but my goodness, what a show. Great time. Thanks to all of you for tuning in. We appreciate you guys, man. We appreciate you guys. All right, Chugs, you got up to 65%, by the way. It was pretty good. Oh my gosh, Aldo Marigor is here. Aldo is here. Aldo is here. Oh my goodness. Aldo is in the Super Chat Ring of Honor. He said, "Sup, people? I've been out of town." Aldo, it's good to see you, man. It's good to see you. We're 34 away from what? We're $34 away from going live for another 10 minutes. Otherwise, we're going to head out. So we'll put 1 minute on the shot clock. If we get 34 more dollars in the next minute, we'll stay live. We'll stay live if we can get 34 more dollars in the next minute. Chatsports.com/Tyreek. Krayshawn Henderson. Chatsports.com/Tyreek. Chatsports.com/Tua. That's how you can pick up the jersey deals. Oh, Aldo! 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 Unbelievable. We're staying live for another 10 minutes. $50 super chat from Aldo. I got to put 2 more lays on? Oh, my goodness.
And
Legendary stuff.
And Will, you gotta pour me up one.
It's shot time. Here you go, Chugs. Where's your shot glass?
Oh, right here.
Aldo,
Right
you're
here.
a legend. That is how you get and stay in the Ring of Honor. Aldo with the 50-piece. Ridiculous stuff.
Aldo.
Aldo. All right, I'll take a shot for you too, Aldo. That was legendary. Aldo and Larry Fultz with the super chats. Aldo, we missed you, man. We missed you so much,
The
Aldo.
MVP from today's shows. Aldo, Larry, for that.
Don't forget about DTA Killa, too. He's been
DTA Killa,
unbelievable.
Krayshawn Henderson, keeping it freaking
Aldo,
real.
I hope the Dolphins win as well. I hope to see you on Sunday.
And you know, since you missed it, Aldo, since you're just getting here, how about we run through some of the injury reports, your
Yes.
keys to victory, and the players to watch?
That sounds like a great idea after
But first-
I take the shot. Cheers to you,
Woo!
Aldo. Cheers to you.
All right. Aldo, since you missed it earlier, here's the Dolphins injury report right now.
Okay, so we just got this. It's an updated report. Teron Armstead did not participate. He's dealing with a toe injury. Ethan Carter still not back. So, Chuck, Ethan actually suffered a concussion in the Dolphins' first game, and he has yet to return. So, pretty serious concussion there. And, you know, again, you can't say the Dolphins don't take that stuff seriously because Ethan's still not back.
Yeah.
Keon Crossan did not participate. Neither did X or Melvin Ingram. Robert Jones still out. Tua out. Jalen Waddle actually got upgraded since we made this graphic. So he was limited. Jerome Baker and Brandon Jones also limited. Greg Little, he was a full participant, so that's good news. Hunter Long, also a full participant, as well as Ced Wilson. Tyreek Hill and Salvin Ahmed were limited participants. So Tyreek was added to the injury report today. And then you got Zach Sealer. He was limited. Tanner Connor, full participant, as well as Raekwon and Trey Flowers. So 19 people on this Dolphins injury report,
And
which
Will,
is a little bit concerning.
I'm going to go ahead and give it to you. Just kind of, I'm not going to go to all the graphics, but just go ahead. Oh, we here for the Waddle song.
$20, we'll give it to you.
No, well, I mean, Aldo gave us the 50-piece.
Oh, yeah, we're doing it right now. Let's do it right now.
You want to do it right now?
Yeah.
Okay.
And
Jalen walked up to the line of scrimmage and he said to Tua Tagovailoa, "Hey, bop, 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 wanna score?"
And Tua said, "Yeah, I'd like to score today." So he threw me the ball and I ran all the way.
Bop, bop, bop. Then he waddled away, waddle, waddle.
Then he waddled away,
Waddle, waddle, waddle.
Then he waddled away,
Waddle, waddle. Till the very next play. Bop, 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 bop. And Aldo, I guess since it looks like I'm going to have the Tyreek Hill song, I can go ahead and re-sing the Tyreek Hill song to you, Aldo, if you want. Let me know in the chat if you want my Tyreek Hill song. It looks like that's going to be it from the poll.
It looks like that's going to win. It looks like that's going to win.
Which, both good songs. We both just came up with them on the cuff.
It was like 50-50, and then all of a sudden you started to pull away a little bit. Oh, well.
All right, Aldo. He said, let's do it. I'll sing it for you. Here's the new Tyreek Hill song right here. Tyreek Hill went up the field to catch a Tua touchdown. The DB got burnt, the crowd got turned, and the Dolphins won.
Yes, sir! Love to see it. Love to see it. Tyreek Hill song. Yes, sir. You love to see it.
I think it flew off the tongue that third time. The
Yeah, I
first two
think
were
so.
a little shaky. Third time off the tongue, a little bit better.
Aldo likes it.
Aldo likes it.
Aldo
Let's
likes
freaking
it.
go.
Chaparral Chaps likes it as well. Love to see it.
Let's go.
Love to see it.
Now we got 2 songs, one for Tyreek, one for Jaelan. The 2 most elite wide receivers in the NFL.
We have to have a Tua song. Tua comes back. Oh, we appreciate you guys. All right, my keys to victory.
For Tua, you know what song we need to base it off of?
What do you think?
The
Hawaiian roller coaster ride. Oh, highway, oh, highway. There's no place I'd rather be than watching the Dolphins at sea in the ring in the ocean blue. I'll surf till the sun sets above the horizon.
Obviously, Will.
Wait. I want to see a Tua touchdown drive. Oh, I got it! Instead of a Hawaiian roller coaster ride, it's Tua touchdown drive. Oh, my goodness.
Obviously, Will only watches Disney Plus.
Yes. That is oh, I cannot believe I just came up with that. Instead of Hawaiian roller coaster ride, it is Tua touchdown drive. Oh, that's great. That is I'm so happy
You got to
right now.
mark that for later.
I will.
I was going to say the song where it's like, ooga chaka, ooga, ooga, ooga chaka, ooga.
Tua, chaka, ooga, ooh. Yeah, I like it. We can have 2 Tua songs.
I think your Tua touchdown drive, I think you have something with that.
Hawaiian roller coaster ride, Tua touchdown drive.
I saw
Aldo likes it. I love you, Aldo.
I saw the sparks coming from Will. As soon as he said Tua touchdown drive, it was like fireworks behind you, Will.
Oh, my gosh. It was out.
Right.
I love
Will's keys to victory this Sunday.
Keys to victory. Number 1, take care of the football. I'm talking to you, Teddy Bridgewater. Do not make any silly mistakes. You have the best offense in the league. Let them do their job, which is why you should let the offense go to work. I want Teddy Bridgewater not to do anything crazy, not be that flashy. Get the ball to Tyreek Hill in open space. Let the running backs do their job. Do your thing. Speaking of the running backs, get the run game going. The Dolphins have one of the worst rushing offenses in the NFL right now. Mike McDaniel in San Francisco last year had the top rushing offense. Run game's got to improve. Number 4 is to pressure Zach Wilson. I mean, you got to improve in that category, 100% in terms of JP getting to the quarterback. So hopefully JP can have a good game. Number 5, start hot, because you look at what the Dolphins have done in their last couple games. They have not scored first in their last 3 games. They've been outscored in the first quarter this year. The defense has not looked good in the first half. I want to see the Dolphins start hot today. Players to watch, Teddy Bridgewater making his first start as a Dolphin. That is a big storyline. Tyreek Hill, you heard Sauce Gardner talking crap to Tyreek Hill this week. Tyreek's going to burn him. Tyreek, though, was added to the injury report today. And then Greg Little. He was the full participant at practice, but he has struggled in the last few weeks. I want to see him play better. JP, we're still waiting for that breakout game from JP, but he had a pretty solid showing in the last game against Cincinnati with the sack, as well as Kader Kohou. I'm really excited to watch Kader Kohou on Sunday against the Jets. Kohou has been the top-rated defender by PFF this season. Guys, we'll put the shot clock back on. It's been a fun show.
I already started the 10-minute shot clock.
Okay.
We're halfway through, so we have 5 more minutes, Will.
Excellent. Love to see it.
This is where we're at.
Shout out to Aldo for getting us there. Guys, let us know. We got 5 minutes on the shot clock, by the way. Who you got?
Ask us anything, too.
You can ask us anything you want to ask us. Krayshawn Henderson, where's Emmanuel Logby? He's been quiet. A lot of guys have been quiet on defense, unfortunately. Emmanuel Logby included. I mean, he's been decent. Eddie, Skylar Thompson, QB1. It's possible, Eddie. It's possible, man. You never know. Krayshawn, they need to start that right tackle from the Seahawks. Yeah, it's possible. Brandon Shell, I'm still waiting for him to get activated. So they signed Shell a few weeks ago, but we knew it was going to be a couple weeks for him to get ramped up into game shape. We have Mr. Fry Nye. What is your score prediction? I'm going to say Fins 24, Jets 14. I think that that the Dolphins will win the game by about 10. Mr. Fry Nye. What's your score prediction? Let me know down in the comments, Mr. Fry Nye. Eddie, I see your question. How long until Teddy Bridgewater will be in until Skylar takes over? I'd be a little bit surprised to see Skylar on Sunday, even if Teddy struggles. I think the leash should be short. But because of his experience and because Skylar's a rookie, I think the leash is pretty long for Teddy. Keep in mind, they gave him $6 to $10 million to be the backup quarterback here. Eddie, we appreciate the question. Mr. Fryneye says 27-17 Miami. Sports Bras, I say we have Teddy get around 80%. Oh, great, Chuck. Thank you. 80% of snaps and Skylar around 20. We wouldn't risk that much with this. See how Skylar does against starters and have Skylar learn. Yeah, I'm with you, Sports Bras. I mean, if Teddy's playing well, there's no reason to take him out. But I was a little bit disappointed not to see Skylar in at the end of the Bengals game. After the Bengals scored to go up 2 scores and really in the game, I thought Skylar should have got some reps there. Krayshawn, are you going to be live on Sunday? Yes, sir. You know how we rock and roll here, Krayshawn. Go down, subscribe to the channel, turn notifications. We're going to be going live 15 minutes before kick. So hope to see you there, Krayshawn, Aldo, DT8 Killer. We hope to see you all guys all there. Aldo, if the Dolphins don't take the Jets for granted, they should win the game, but won't be easy. Jets have nothing to lose. Yeah, I agree. Jets are playing at home. They have some momentum. So Aldo, I'm with you, man. They cannot overlook the Jets, and the Jets can't overlook the Dolphins. I think a lot of Jets fans are thinking they're going to win the game because Tua's not playing. But Teddy's a solid backup. He looked okay last week in Cincinnati, so hopefully Teddy plays well, and the Dolphins are able to win this game. 2-8 FinFan, will Wilkins' helmet get ripped off by an angry Jet? The Jets are going to be angry because they're going to be losing. I don't know if they're going to rip off any helmets in the process, but they're not going to be happy with the way it goes on Sunday. I can promise you that. Who do you got on Sunday? Type MIA or type NYJ. Down in the comments section, go down. Let me know who you got. We got Gerald saying Miami. Did we beat y'all? Take that, Producer Seeps. Yeah, thank you, Aldo and Larry Fultz. Seeps, get in here. Seeps, get in here. So Seeps, take the loser lap here. Hold the cell. So this is the guy that just produced the Cleveland Browns report. They've lost. Make the loser drink. If we get a $5 super chat in the next 3 minutes, or let's say minute, because then you got things to do, Producer Seeps got a drink. So, $5 super chat.
I heard some Aldo chant.
Aldo is back. You remember Aldo. Aldo's a legend. Yeah. Aldo, Larry Fultz, sent in a 50-piece. DTA Killer's been an MVP. Jorge Martinez. You love to see it.
Larry's going crazy.
But Producer Seeps, I think, is a little bit is shambles, I would say, because it's almost like the Baltimore Ravens this season. You had the lead up until the very end, and then you blow the lead. Thank you, Larry Fultz, for coming clutch there, and then for Aldo slamming the door shut. Eddie, we appreciate you, man. Producer Seeps, we appreciate him. So, Producer Seeps is a huge Vikings fan, the biggest Vikings fan I know. And so, the Sports Bras, as he's just noted, we play y'all next week at home. He's going to be, I'm guessing you're going to be producing that show. Okay. So, he's going to be producing that show. Oh! Vigo! Vigo, Vigo, Vigo! 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 Vigo, 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 Vigo. Love to see it, Vigo.
Right there.
We appreciate it. Seeps. I don't spread germs. I'm good. I'm chilling. Aldo's saying Vigo. Man, that's like Kobe Bryant and Shaq hyping each other up. Aldo and Vigo. Shout out to Vigo and Aldo. Oh, you love to see it. Hey, thank you, Producer Seeps. Shout out, Producer Seeps. Aldo saying, Vigo, 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 Vigo. Aldo, you're the man. Aldo, you're the man. Aldo Marigo, we love to see it, man. Who do you got, guys? Miami or the Jets? Type MIA or type NYJ. 1 minute's on the shot clock. We got 1 minute on the shot clock. We got to head out of here. 1 minute on the shot clock. 1 minute on the shot clock. Ethan Booth. Krayshawn, well, the Vikings going to get smashed that day. I agree. Sports Bra is saying MIA all day. Oh, you need a shot. Aldo, we'll see you Sunday. Larry Fultz saying MIA by 10. Gavin Owens saying MIA. Krayshawn Henderson, one time for my boy Daddy Smooth. Oh, we love to see it. Krayshawn, you're a legend. You're a legend, Krayshawn. We appreciate you, man. Larry Fultz, you actually have the same score prediction I do. I think the Dolphins are going to win 24-14. That is the Willie Finn's official score prediction. Sports Bra is saying that'll be fun to see. It's going to be a fun game. Teddy Bridgewater revenge game, more than likely. Shot clock just went off. Harry's going to come in and take a shot. If we don't get any more super chats, by then we'll head out. Man, what a show, Chugs. That was a heck of a show. Oh, Vigo's been a legend. Vigo's been a legend. Oh, Vigo and Aldo. Oh, Larry Fultz. Larry Fultz, lucky for you, man. Harrison Graham's coming in to do some shots, and I got to put another lay on. Larry Fultz. Oh, hey, look. Larry Fultz wants to see you, Graham. Look what Larry Fultz just said in the chat. Larry Fultz wants some shots. Larry Fultz. Larry Fultz. Oh, straight from the bottle like a man.
Larry.
Love to see it. Larry. Woo! Sub for Dolphins dubs, guys. Sub for Dolphins dubs. 13, I think.
Oh,
I got more over there.
You have to add another.
I just did.
Okay.
Hold on, can I try?
Yes, try a lay on. Harrison Graham supporting our guy Tua. It's the Tua special day on Dolphins Day. Every $20, I got to put another lay on. Yeah, they're a little bit, yeah.
How do you do this?
A little bit tangled.
This is not good. I'll just put them all on.
Put them all on.
Oh, That's great.
Give us a second, y'all. Hey! Tua. Love to see it. What was that Tua song you had? Oh, wait. Okay.
No, it was the Tua song you had.
No, but we both had Tua song. So instead of Hawaiian roller coaster ride, Tua's song is Tua touchdown drive.
So sing it.
There's no place I'd rather be than watching the Dolphins at sea, in the ring in the ocean blue. I surf through the sunset beyond the horizon. You've come to see a Tua touchdown drive.
Will's got to learn the
I'm
words.
gonna do the vacuum.
Will's got to learn
I'll get the words down.
Will's got to
Don't
learn
you
all the
worry.
words. I came up with a Tyreek Hill song too.
Come back Sunday.
We got multiple songs.
Tyreek song.
All right, the Tyreek Hill song goes like this. Tyreek Hill went up the field to catch a Tua touchdown. The DB got burnt, the crowd got turned, and Dolphins won the game.
Tyreek Hill up the field to catch a Tua touchdown. Dolphins win. Sub for Dolphins dubs. All right, we're going to head out, guys. We appreciate you guys, man. Thanks for a great show. Please come back on Sunday for that game against the Jets. We'll be live at 12:45 Eastern Time. So go down, subscribe, join us for a watch party of that game. Going to be a lot of fun, guys. So come back then. Got some fun stuff playing. You don't want to miss it. Join us for that watch party. Guys, turn on your notifications because if you turn on your noties, you'll know when we live. Do we want to go to loop here or no? Okay. All right, guys. All right, we appreciate you guys. We'll be back on Sunday for a watch party.